6 things you should never do in an automatic transmission car. 1. Don't let water get into the transmission. If water gets into the transmission, you risk damaging the transmission. What happens is when water enters the transmission, it gets absorbed by the friction lining of the clutches. This causes the glue that connects the material and the clutch to dissolve. It also causes rust in the clutch. Even if the smallest amount of water gets in, it can wreak havoc, leading to replacement of your transmission. And we all know transmission is quite expensive. 2. Never accidentally let your car go from drive to reverse while the car is moving. When you shift while your car is moving, you're using the transmission itself to stop the car, not the brakes. This damages the transmission and its components. 3. Don't leave it in drive if you're idling for a really long time. For example, in traffic. Leaving the vehicle in drive for a long time can lead to overheating in the inside of the transmission. If you're going to be idling for a long time, like in traffic jam, it's best you turn off the vehicle or place it in park, that is P. Because in park, it's not connected to torque converters and sending out a lot of power, so it won't get hot. Most people believe that putting the vehicle in neutral saves them fuel, but this is dangerous as well. When the car is in neutral, it still exposes the transmission to overheating as well. Just put the car in P or turn it off. You'll save yourself a lot. 4. Don't put your car in park before it stops completely. Most newer cars won't let you make this mistake, since recent models use speed sensors that block this action. But if your car doesn't have this feature and you're the sort of person that puts the car in park while it's moving from time to time, this will eventually damage your transmission. You should understand that when your car is in park, a pin locks the transmission output shaft, which connects it to the wheels of your car. But if your car is still moving when you do this, either the locking pin or the output shaft may break or become eroded. 5. Don't coast in neutral. Many people believe that coasting in neutral saves them gas or fuel, but you should know that cars with automatic engines are designed in such a way that they save fuel even if the gear is in drive. They simply cut the fuel supply when you're going downhill. Also, letting your car coast in neutral leaves you with less control over it. 6. Avoid keeping the fuel tank on low. This is very common among many people. Well, ignoring the fuel light will eventually cost you much more than filling up the tank. To function properly, cars need to have proper fluid pressure. Fuel keeps different elements of the car lubricated and helps the engine as well. If your tank is low on fuel, these parts will wear out much quicker than they would normally. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. 6 things you should not do when driving an automatic transmission car. Take care and try to avoid this, because at the end of the day, it will cost you much more. If you enjoyed this, subscribe, like. I'll see you next time. Thank you.